Huh?
It sounds like a mutual thing now.
I'm trying to put two and two together here.
Either way, he's not coming back.
What is that? Why does he come out? Why?
Huh?
Motion to come out and what?
All right, everyone. Welcome to the May 2nd Board of Selectmen's meeting. Would everyone please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. First up on the agenda, we have acknowledgements, and this is where we show respect to the individuals who passed last month and celebrate the birthdays of our employees this coming month. And last month we had 4 passings. We had Jean Orbit, Lucy Gutowski, Therese Grondin, John Reynolds. If I could, bow their heads for a moment of silence for these people, I'd appreciate it. Show respect to their family and themselves. Thank you, everyone. And like I said, on the other side is the birthdays, is where we celebrate birthdays and thank employees for what they do for the town of Milton and townspeople. This month, I should say, we have 6. We have Evan Favorite from the police department, Gerald McKay from the fire department, Pamela Arnold, our treasurer, Jared Wheeler from the fire department, Andrew Rawson, selectman, and Norma Crowe from the town clerk's office. I'd like to wish these individuals a happy birthday. Thank them for what they do for the town of Milton and for the townspeople of Milton. Next up on the agenda. Doug, you stand there for Ms. Tercey?
Well, kind of. I didn't know what you were going to ask.
I have no idea what this even involves.
Oh, I did.
So, what's...
I thought it was, he would supply us with a report on the school side. That was the whole reason for him
Okay.
joining this.
The board made their request.
And not in detail, I mean, just like we do. We have our comments, the TA has his comments. We're opening up to the school to have their comments.
Well, I can tell you, the facilities committee is going to work on a CIP program. They talked about it last meeting, so I'm going to get delving into that. And I'm going to get it for some changes in administration, but there'll be a public announcement on that.
Right, okay.
So that's about all that I've got at this point.
Didn't the school have a CIP at one point, or a...
They may have had a rough draft of what they wanted to do in order. We have a sheet we used to make, and we prioritized what was on that sheet.
Okay.
Now, what they've done now is gone to the Harriman report and
Right.
taken things out of there that they think that need to be done. Like the bricks in front of the elementary school, top of the building there that are coming apart and gonna fall. That'll come out of the Harriman report. It's probably where they're gonna make this CIP out, is take the information out of there.
Now, are they going to tie the CIP in with the town CIP? I know...
I'm hoping they do that. I think that's our goal, yes.
Okay, because Bruce had
We
mentioned
work
that.
together.
Yeah, awesome.
Can we get a copy of that Harem report too, Doug?
Should be online and it should be at the library.
Okay. So next time, if you're still representing the school, we'll have one extra space. Tony's gonna be your last meeting, right?
Mhm.
So we'll have one extra space, and that's why I'd like you to sit up here on the board.
At the CIP?
No.
As selectman?
Yeah, not as a selectman, but he has to represent the school,
Oh, okay.
if you're gonna continue to come.
Oh.
I'd like you to come, we're inviting you to come.
Well, I want to go to the CIP program.
Yep,
Right, you should go with
yeah,
that.
you should go to that.
Yeah, I think we got to discuss the other one, about sitting up here at the table.
What's that?
I think we ought to have a discussion about that one. You ought to have them sit at the table,
Okay,
because, that's a little different.
yeah.
So, all right, anything else?
No.
No?
Oh, I think Michelle said she was going to send me a list and we're looking for students to maybe service volunteer.
Right.
And I been made mandatory. At the school, they gotta have 20 hours, but when they graduate as seniors.
No, okay.
We put this in the handbook.
So you're gonna have a list?
Well, she asked me for it, and I put the list from Mr. Church it out.
Nice.
And forward a copy to me. and
All right.
what I did.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug. Mike was sick today, that's why he couldn't make it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Doug happened to come in, so I asked him.
Thanks for coming in, Doug.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Up next, we have Fire Hazard Mitigation Plan grant. Chief Marie, this got your name all over it.
Does it?
Yeah, it sure does.
It doesn't, it will.
So,
That's the, should be a copy of it up there with,
right there?
no, right there.
Well, all the other stuff,
Oh, okay,
just signing.
We did it in 2012, I believe, so that's another grant to update it. It needs to be updated every 5 years.
right,
So there's it's a $8,000 grant, and we have to come up with $2,000 matching, which will
Okay.
be done through in-kind contributions. Basically, us sitting through the creation of the plan.
Yeah.
Our time counts as ours.
Right.
Which will come up with the $2,000. Stratford Regional Planning is gonna be the person or the group we contract with again to
okay,
facilitate it and
Right.
write the plan. And I talked to Kyle the other day. We're probably gonna shoot for February, March to get started.
right,
And hope to have it completed by next year at this time. It expires next fall.
yeah, expires in
11/20.
November, end of November.
Yep.
So to write the plan, it's not like a renewal? Is there updates on the new plan?
That's, will be determined as we go through the process of creating it.
Okay, so I guess we'll need a motion to accept the grant and authorize signature.
Yeah, I'll make that motion to,
So,
go
yeah,
that-
you should have a copy right there with,
for the, they did.
yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, grant agreement for the update of the Milton Hazard Mitigation Grant Program and to authorize the chairman of the Board of Selectmen to sign it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I will sign this. There's so many places to sign it. I'll get this.
What's that?
I'll get this at late, you know,
Yeah,
later
there's a
on.
bunch of places.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places to sign it. You're sitting here all night signing.
Initials and signing.
Right. All right, up next after that is the contract. This is with,
Cowan and Goudreau.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep,
So, if you remember last fall, we had the non-public to discuss the remaining fees for the architect, the construction fees.
right,
So, because that figure changed and we have the GMP now,
mhm,
all those numbers are updated based on that discussion we had last fall.
right,
And in discussion with Gary, it was determined it would be easier to just write a new contract with the remaining fee in the contract.
okay.
So everything that's crossed out in that contract or as a strike through,
Right,
that's all the stuff that's already been done.
all right,
So the remaining portions is basically what's gonna carry us through the construction phase for the architects.
okay.
And that's all in the soft cost that we had planned on anyway.
Right, right.
Do you need a motion?
Do,
Okay.
you do.
You all set, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay, a motion to approve the contract agreement between Cowan Goudreau Architects, PLLC, and the town of Milton dated April 19, 2016, for the construction of the new fire department, to authorize the chair of the Board of Selectmen to sign it.
I'll
second it.
Can we just change one word in that motion?
What's that?
Instead of new fire department, new fire station?
Okay,
Yeah,
station.
yeah.
Make the correction, please, on the minutes. Thank you.
All in
Yeah, we-
favor?
Don't we need a new department too? No, we just need a station,
Uh-huh.
If you
right?
want. That's fine.
Did anybody second it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andy
second.
seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is that it for fire?
No.
Sorry, I tried to get rid of you, Nick.
That's all right.
Okay. There's more?
For the Stratford County Public Health Regional?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So that's an updated MOU.
Yep.
I don't specifically know what changed. I read the old one. Sorry, I did not read the old one. I read the new one.
Right.
Everything's pretty straightforward. It looks like there was just some housekeeping stuff they wanted to update.
That's what she told me
And
when she came by.
I believe I may have signed the old one, or maybe Andy signed the old one. And apparently they want town managers or chairmen for the board to sign them now.
Okay.
So just cleaning that up. And basically that's for the Stratford County Public Health Network, which is
Right.
Pandemic distribution points and health and human services type stuff.
Yeah, I think-
Regional stuff that we hope we never need to deal with.
I kind of remember this in the past. I think Andy did sign on this one.
Yeah,
Huh?
he may have signed one, but I think it's been signed since Andy's been gone. I can't remember.
It's been a while.
It's the same wording, just some
Yeah.
housekeeping with having the
Yeah.
chair sign.
Board can authorize anyone that wants to sign it, really. Yeah, the lady stopped by last week and dropped it off. She just went through it and did some housekeeping and changed some mistakes in it.
So just to keep you guys in the loop, there's been some changes with that group. Dave Hutchinson was running it, I don't know if you remember him. And it was done
Yeah.
through Avis Goodwin
Okay.
as the sponsor.
Right.
Now, American Ambulance out of Somersworth is contracted to run the program. So there's kind of been some lapses and confusion, but it sounds like they're getting it back on track, and that's.
How come Avis Goodwin pulled out?
Avis Goodwin is still the parent organization, I guess. But the actual coordinator
Is
is
it Cullen contract?
being paid
Not
through
their
American
contract, we have it.
Ambulance. Like I
They
said,
run one out- that was the ones in
All we have is
Somersworth?
that, so we
Yeah.
have a clean one.
Okay. But then you don't sign it.
and at one
I'll
point.
grab the other one at the same time.
At one point, there was Stratford County North and Stratford County South, and they've all merged over the last 5 years, and it's gone through a lot of transitions.
Right. Okay.
All right, okay,
Yep.
Andy? Okay, make that motion to approve the Stratford County Public Health Regional Memorandum of Understanding, which is the MOU, is what you talked about?
Yep.
Revised on April 5th, 2016, and to authorize the chairman of the board of selectmen to sign it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This is a clean one?
Yes. Nick, can you get me a clean contract from the architect? Tom will,
Actually, I have one right
Tom
now.
will sign it
This one?
without the crossouts, or?
Oh, no, do you guys want the crossouts gone?
Yeah, if we could.
I'll do that.
There's really nowhere to sign at the back of this either.
Okay.
And I'm sure they want to sign it, right?
Yeah. Well, when I have these, it's signed by him.
Maybe they just gave you this to show you what the updates are, you know?
I'll get a
So-
clean one.
Yeah, that's fine.
This next motion, did we go through the treasurer to find out what,
Yeah, and the auditor.
and the audit, so $20,000. When is it supposed to start? Was there a date to this too?
Are we moving on to this one?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we're gonna, next up, we have ambulance fund reimbursement.
Yeah, so I talked to the treasurer and she thought, you know, either a 4 or 5 year plan, and then I talked to the auditors and they said they'd be comfortable with 5 years. But, I mean, it's really up to the board, they're just gonna give you a recommendation on what they think the general fund can handle, but the board can decide to do as it sees fit, so.
That's what we depend on them for.
Right,
to give us an
exactly.
idea.
Exactly.
But they were comfortable with the first option, which would be $20,000 a year And then,
starting,
then the last year you'd have to kick in that extra almost $3,000 to pay it off.
Start in 2016, the end of this year.
How does that though work for the fire department, Nick?
what is this?
I've talked to Jeremy a little bit
You're
about it.
suggesting 2016?
Yeah, well, that's what they're here.
Okay.
Um, Like I've told, I think I've talked to Andy and Mike, we're 2 years out, a year and a half, 2 years from ordering an ambulance, and the price of
Right.
the ambulance is expected to be around 200,000. And ballparking, we have 110, 120 in that account right now. It fluctuates so much. So obviously that money would contribute towards the purchase of the ambulance. So my thought was, if we don't have enough money in the account at the time we need to buy the next ambulance, then potentially we could put a large down payment down and enter into a lease agreement and pay that lease via the money you guys are gonna contribute back to that account. That was one idea I had. But again, we'll have to cross that road when it comes to it. We'll see how much is in the account in 2 years and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, we know we owe it here, we wanna pay it back, same as the other one, it's just,
And-
we gotta make sure we have enough money to run the town at the
Right.
same time, so.
Right. And it's really gonna, I mean, I'm keeping a close eye on the account, I'm cutting back where I can so that we can contribute
payment.
more on our end, but
Right.
at the same time, we've had a lot of expenses getting both ambulances up to par and adding the paramedic license to it, so hopefully it'll come back around, but there's really no way of knowing how much that account will bring in every year.
Right,
So,
right.
Or the third quarter,
Yeah,
third quarter,
Yeah,
that's
that'll-
October,
yeah, third quarter.
okay with that, Andy?
All right, let's have a motion.
Okay. So, the ambulance fund, I make a motion to authorize the repayment to the Milton Ambulance Fund from the town general fund in increments of $20,000 per year for 4 years, and a final payment of the remaining balance of $22,756.12 in year 5. With the first payment starting in the third quarter, we'll say 2016 October.
Yeah, in the third quarter.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we'll get that caught up and there'll be no other surprises that come out.
So who would that, we go through the treasurer for that?
Yes.
Okay, so Jeremy, you'll make sure that
Yep.
Pam gets all the information on that. Before we go to that, Beach, you wanna skip right down to the, while we're on fire? The,
Fee waiver
yeah,
for fire safety, you can.
take care of all the fire.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, we're going to jump out of sequence just a second here, because there is a request to waive permit fees for the fire station. So if we've already got chief here,
oh, we did that one already.
No, I actually made a mistake.
Okay.
We did it, we waived the fees for something else,
the electrical.
the electrical,
Building,
right, this is for the building permit.
we did that
The building permit? When?
the last time I did.
No, we did the electrical, didn't we? Or did we do them both?
No, okay.
I think, if I remember correctly, the meeting I watched, so the one I wasn't at, you guys waived the electrical permit fee for the town beach. And the
Mhm.
one prior to that, you waived, I was here,
Yeah,
and I requested the permit fee for the fire station be waived.
so why do we have it on the agenda?
Was it all fees or just?
I don't know what the motion specifically said.
So if you think it's done, then it's done.
All right, well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, just
Well, I
be
just got it
safe.
from Brian, so I'm
Just to be
assuming-
safe, this is from Brian, let's just do it again. That's-
Yeah, the motion does all the fees, so
Yeah.
permit fees, so we don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah. This is requested from the code enforcement.
Okay. Well, I'll make the motion to waive all fees regarding the fire station
All permit fees.
permit.
Anybody?
You second, Andy?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Up next, we have a purchase order for the town beach tables and benches, recreation capital reserve fund, we're coming out of. Did you want to take this one, Andy, or you want me to? Okay.
I'll make a motion to authorize the purchase order number 16457 and payments in the amount of $3,154.45 to the commercial site furnishings for the park benches for the Milton Town Beach.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And
And
then,
just so everybody knows that, just to read what it is, it's for 3 6-foot wing line park benches and 4 10-foot Jordan backless benches. Would you, is there something else you want to add, or is?
Well, I was just gonna make the second motion,
Oh, okay, sorry. Yep, go
then I'll
ahead.
just move to authorize the reimbursement of the $3,154.45 out of the recreation capital reserve fund into the general fund.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Very
Did you
good.
have a question?
Yeah, I did have a question on park benches. Why can't we do that with local vendors? Is this a local vendor?
No.
We can't do it with a local vendor?
Local what, Milton?
Yeah, Milton.
Show the brochure.
We don't have anybody that does this stuff here in
You
Milton.
don't?
No.
No, not this type of stuff.
You wanna take a look at it?
Sure, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
just
No, of
because it would be
course not.
nice if we can utilize whatever, you know,
I
whatever.
mean,
we
these
have
aren't
locally.
traditional benches per se, and
Can I take
You
these?
get
Yeah.
the plastic coating on.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a plastic coating on? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of wood or something.
yeah, no.
Sorry.
Nope, that's a very good question, and we try to utilize local talent whenever we can for
Oh, cool.
whatever we can.
Yeah, I mean, we use a lot of local people for the town beach, you know, for signs and,
You guys should put something else so you can congratulate all of them and everybody knows how much you guys help in getting stuff for the public, from our public.
We do,
It's on our long list of things to do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay, up next we have outstanding sewer bills.
Is this one right here?
Yeah, that's part of it, and it's this one
Oh,
right
you
here.
want this, Mike? That's in your packet.
I got that copy. Mike, I got another copy for you here if you want, I made two,
Right here.
okay. So I was gonna say I got 2 copies. Okay,
So the top two were taken via tax deeds, so the town owns them now.
Right.
So, unless you wanna collect money from the town.
no, we're not going to pay ourselves, so those are gonna be,
These are water bills?
no, sewer bills.
Sewer bills?
Yeah.
Does that keep accumulating even though it's been tax deeded?
Until someone catches it, you know, that's what Dana's doing now, she's cleaning this up. So,
So then the second group is.
let's take the first
Okay.
one. So let's have a motion to abate the first 2, if those are town-owned properties.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to abate 20 Dawson Street in the amount of $714.34. And B, make a motion to abate the 549 White Mountain Highway for $2,095.87.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. The second group, to make decision to refund or waive the credit, oh, this is money we owe them, correct?
Yes.
We owe the sewer department for these properties?
We owe the property owners.
Right.
If we owe the money, we should refund it.
Yeah. It's been paid in, right?
Yeah, they pay
Pay
it.
it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's have a motion.
You know what that is?
Yeah, of course. Gotta pay our bills.
Okay, I'll make a motion to refund properties from A to I, and I'll say the addresses.
Yeah,
33 Silver Street for $32, 26 Steeple Street for 1 penny, 5 Earl Drive for $77.32. 448 White Mountain Highway for 3 cents. 30 Depot Pond, $31.51. 61 Charles Street for $3.37. 11 Merritt Street for $2.50. 56 Dawson for $5. And 96 Charles Street for 26 cents.
93.
What's that? Not what
93.
did I say?
96.
Okay.
You're reading the 6 ahead of time.
Yep.
Can I ask a question on these? Are these bills that were before the town took over the sewer?
Very much probably. We're cleaning up.
And who was recommending that we do a refund for 3 cents?
1 cent.
Or
Yeah.
1 cent, because the check alone plus the postage
It's gonna be more than
cost
that.
more than that.
Crazy. We should wait. Yeah, it's a very good point, you know. To that, the 448 White Mountain Highway and the 1 cent with the 26 steeple. In fact, maybe even the 61 Charles Street and Remax Street. We ought to, and 93 Charles, we ought to waive those. Plus money at for the postage and all the people involved getting it all done. It's crazy. Thank you for bringing that up, Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because I know that on my end,
Right.
when I collect taxes or sewer, when the check is over, just a few pennies, that is, the state allows us to just keep that, the town gets to
Right.
keep that money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so did you get those changes?
anything 5 and below?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say anything 5 and below is, yeah.
So we'll add 56 Dawson Street then. So that comes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 properties out of those.
Sorry.
You okay with that, Andy?
Yeah,
So
I'm
3,
fine with it.
3 refunds.
Yeah. We're gonna refund
A, C, and E. Wait,
C and
E.
E.
Okay, waive the rest. All right, second? You have a second?
Second.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
He did, I think, already.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, section 3, for the selectmen decides request payment in full or waive outstanding sewer charge on non-lien properties.
Except for 12 cents, why would we waive these?
so
Or-
the
or-
problem with the
or-
ones with the double stars that somebody else has purchased the property.
Okay,
So you'd be asking for money from the new owners.
have they been notified that there's money owed on the property?
I don't think so.
Takes care of the financing and all the sewer bills.
Well, there's no
Dana,
lien,
does it?
there's no lien on them anyway.
No, there's no lien, so.
No.
So that wouldn't be very fair to ask a new property owner to pay the old property owner's,
Sewer bill?
sewer bill. I mean,
I agree with him.
Okay,
quite frankly, I don't even think we could.
it's true, I mean, it's not lien, so.
So,
So I
one
make that motion.
one of the options that Dana gave was to place liens on the properties if those owners don't make payments or make arrangements to pay the town within 30 days of request,
On which ones?
on that section we're talking about.
The whole thing?
So she's saying send out a request to them, give them 30 days. If they don't, they get a lien.
Right, but what Andy's saying, and I kind of agree with him, that if
So
somebody
waive
bought
those.
the property, I mean, you're paying someone else's sewer bill, I mean.
Right.
There's only 3
If-
properties anyway.
I mean, if there was a
Yeah,
lien
there's
on it,
three.
liens go with the property, but there's no liens.
So we want to waive the 3 and then a request from the others?
It's up to the board.
I would say we would have to
Okay.
personally.
So you're waiving B, F, and J,
B, F, and J, yep.
and then requesting the rest?
Requesting rest on the letter. And I agree with.
Under Dana's suggestions.
Yep.
What about the,
Minus the G, I would say,
Yeah, 12
and then
cents.
minus the H.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only 12 cents.
yeah.
I mean, it's $8.88,
Well,
We
up
have-
to you.
We have a $5 minimum, we just.
yeah, we just established the
Okay.
$5.
So,
so
eight's
that's-
back in.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so we need a motion to clear this mess up.
Yeah,
All right, well, I'll make a motion to, these ones will be waived. B, 41 Depot Pond, I won't reveal them out.
okay, yep,
F, 7 Silver Street. H, J, 57 Elm Street.
in G.
G.
And G, yeah, for 12 cents. Please.
Okay.
Second motion to request payment per our land use clerk stipulates, we send a letter out of demand, is that what she used?
Request.
Okay. For A 86 Charles Street, for C 75 Mill Street, for D 4 Brown Street, for E 65 Charles Street, for G 599 White Mountain.
Nope,
Nope,
not doing G.
H 19, I'm gonna get that 12 cents.
Yeah. You're a stickler.
So, H 19 Elm Street for $8.83. It's in I for 79 Dawson Street for $175.02. K 51 Charles Street for $266.99.
Give a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Get that, girls?
Okay, last section. She's been busy. Permission to send reminders of the liens recorded on the properties for outstanding sewer bills. All she needs is permission to send them out. She got mine.
I'll second it.
Minus 20 Dawson because that was on there by mistake. That's the one that we already,
Oh, that's one we already own.
yeah,
So we
that's
already took,
what
so,
town
yep.
was it? Yep.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
A little messy, but I got it.
Mhm. Okay, now she had a question, well, actually, you said following our land use clerk's recommendations about placing a lien on them if they don't pay within 30 days. And that's her recommendation, so you covered it. You covered it. That's that one. Approval of minutes.
We wanna do those hires first.
Okay. I've only got thing on one of them.
Yeah, I just got other stuff today from, rec,
Okay.
that's why I didn't add it. So one position is the part-time attendant at the solid waste department, which the board should have received that information from Pat. And then I received 2 requests from the recreation department today for beach maintenance, part-time seasonal help.
Okay.
One is considered the maintenance director, and then the other one is the assistant.
Okay,
You wanna see those?
yeah, we should get this stuff ahead of time so we can have a chance to look at it. Oh, this is the same girl that does it every year?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And then I was told, most of the board knows the other person too, so.
Yeah, I know him very well.
Yep.
That's maintenance girl. Yep, yep. Okay. You wanna see these, Mike? Okay.
Andy, you need to sit in?
No.
the other one? This one? You wanna see it?
No,
No? Oh, okay, thought you were looking at that.
no.
All right, so we need to, let's start with the, solid waste part-time guy. Adam Cutter.
There you go, that's, I've been wanting to want that, you're on highway, right?
Yeah. All right, I'll make a motion for that one then. I'll make a motion to hire Adam Cutter for the part-time attendant position with the solid waste department at a rate $11 an hour.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Then we got the other two, which for recreation.
You want me to do it? Can I
Sure.
do this?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to hire Christian Chelsea for the seasonal beach maintenance position for the Parks and
You don't need to hang on to that.
Recreation Department at the rate of $10 per an hour.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then on the second one, I will make a motion to hire Michael Wayne for the part-time seasonal beach maintenance position with the Parks and Recreation Department at the rate of $9 an hour.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Now we're going to the approval of the minutes.
Want to take that in? Yeah, do the minutes?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So, I put this stuff here from, can I have session one? Wait a minute. What?
April
I have-
18th, regular meeting?
Yeah, I got that one right there.
Okay, and you
And
should,
second session first session for April 18th.
okay,
Which
non-public.
one do you need?
Not public.
You need first? Or you need-
First session.
you need first?
Thank you. Okay, you fellas read it?
Yep,
Do you have any corrections, Tom, on this?
on the non-public?
Andy?
No.
Okay, so, making a motion to approve the April 18th, Monday, 2016, non-public minutes, first session. Further, to,
I would just say as previously sealed. Yeah, because it's right in the back there.
okay. So,
I'll second it.
right,
On the back says,
Yep. right on that.
yep.
We don't need to seal these though, right? Except for that right here, this.
I think we
that.
talked about with the exception, we seal them with the exception of item 1.
Just item one?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the first session. Yep. Yeah, I'd say just with the exception of item 1.
Okay. All right, I'll add that as, with the exception of item one.
Just as, yeah, previously
So-
sealed.
Yeah.
One's released, the rest is.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's what we did on the, back then.
Yeah.
You have a
I don't know
second?
why we did,
Huh?
I don't know why we sealed these two, but there must be a reason.
There is.
Okay.
Do you have a second?
Yeah, second it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I
No
didn't hear you.
problem.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You have to sit on him, the other side of him, so he can start hearing you.
Yeah, I know what.
He's having trouble hearing on this side.
I really am. I just don't know for whatever reason. All right. Did you want to do the non-public session 2 now?
I do.
Okay.
There's only one anyway,
Right.
so make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Yeah, you're reading the backside of session
Right
1.
here,
That's,
right there.
that's session 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, and as previously sealed.
Yeah.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, now for the
Regular minutes.
regular.
Tom, I believe you said you had some.
Yeah, I do have a few corrections.
Okay.
And on the first page where it says members in attendance, says Chairman Tom Gray via conference call. I was here at the last meeting, it was a point prior to that, I was on conference call. On page 2, paragraph 3 on the new business, where it goes down to recording clerk, and she will be recorded for this meeting and next. Chairman Gray welcomed Jennifer Clark, and then it says, and accepted the resignation of T. McCullen with regret and thanked her for. It ended there. That whole last paragraph has been removed because we covered that in the next paragraph down.
Hiccup.
Yep. So everything after Jennifer Clark on that paragraph could be stricken. On page 6, Ari, Mr. Tercy, the spelling is T-U-R-S-I. So you got T-E-R-S-E-Y. Then you go down to, I made a statement about the Brownfield Grant Assessing Committee, and
What paragraph, what was that?
about halfway down through the page, Chairman Gray, i.e. Brownfield Grant Assessing Committee,
On page 6.
page 6, yep. And at the end it says, where I state I made several calls to the owner, and it should say the owner of the Milton Leatherboard building, just says the owner, and leaves it at that, so keep it clear who it is the owner of the Milton Leatherboard building. And then on page 7, third paragraph from the top, it says a resident, and I understand why it says that, but the resident's name was Joe Mishu. He gave his name, so we should fill out with Joe Mishu. And that's all the corrections I had.
I see them too.
Yep.
Page 6. Miles a little further down, that's all.
Oh,
What's that?
maybe a way to copy to some printed.
Yeah.
I talked to Michelle and we wanted to clarify, section 3 of department reports, where we talked about petty cash,
What page is that?
2.
Okay.
So I reworded it, so it says she's requesting an increase in petty cash of $100 for the tax drawer to bring it to $250. She's requesting an increase in the motor vehicle drawer of $50 to bring it to $250. The total increase is $150 and result in $500 total for both drawers. The numbers are a little bit off, and that just clarifies.
Okay, yep. That's good.
I remember the motion.
Yeah. That's good. Anything else? Anybody?
Nope.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve April 18th minutes with the corrections as noted.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Expenditure report? Anything, jump out at anybody?
I just think right on target.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Okay, anything, Jeremy, you can put your hand on, expenditure report that comes out? No?
I mean, I just sent out that email to the board about health insurance, but that could fluctuate depending on
Right,
the staffing level, so.
right.
And then I dug a little deeper, and I understand the rationale behind the budgeting process, so, assuming that new hires would potentially have a family, so it all
Right,
makes sense.
right.
But
Yep.
the town is on track as of right now to at least save some money there. Does the board want something like this posted online?
Expenditure report, yes,
You okay with that?
yes.
I thought we agreed
Yeah,
to
we
do
had,
that.
yeah. That should put on our,
Picture?
that should be put on our website, also on our Facebook page.
So Dana will take care of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it had been done sporadically before, and then somebody requested
Last
it,
meeting.
yeah,
Last meeting.
yeah. So I put it up there and probably update it every month or so.
Right.
Which website, I'm sorry?
The town website.
The town website?
If you go onto the Board of Selectmen, there's an expenditure
Okay.
page there.
All right. Administrative comments.
If I can find them right. All right, so I gave you an update on the WEX savings again. Today I took, since April's over, I took April and calculated that out, so from March 9th to the end of April, it's a total of $4,185.46. The town has saved, so that's very good. I know prices are
Yeah.
starting to climb up
Yeah.
there, so.
But I would like to also suggest this report was put on the town website. Yeah, to show, this just shows that, we're trying to do what we can, where we can, help save. So I would suggest, the full report and, with the final number, it's just good information that people see.
Absolutely. Next, we talked about the shredding of documents, and
Mhm.
I've scheduled a Milton shred day, if you will. I know some communities do it on the weekend and open it up to the public. This one has to, the price during the week is much cheaper than the weekend, so that's what we went with. So we scheduled it for May 18th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, right here in the town hall
In
parking lot.
fact, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I did have that on my selectmen comments as well. And because on your email, you said, please feel free to bring your documents. We can't shred private documents. It's taxpayer money that we're using, so we can't.
Right.
So we cannot, so it's
It's a board decision, yep.
No, well, it's not a board decision, it's a law, we can't use taxpayer money for
Personal
private,
property.
yeah, personal.
Well, I know other towns have done it, so.
Not Milton.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to, absolutely
So,
not.
so we need to send an email to clarify, town-related documents only. So,
And then the last thing I have is all the bond documents are with bond counsel. They were okay with it, so
good.
I shot her an email today to see if the RFP is good to go out, which I'm assuming she will say yes, so hopefully that'll go out any day, and we should have, if everything goes okay, proposals for the next meeting.
Good. Awesome.
And
Thank you.
The board can make a decision on who to go with at that point.
Right. Anything else? Thank you.
So, just to be clear, Jeremy's efforts were good, make no mistake.
No, I agree.
On the shredding.
Oh,
It
no.
wasn't gonna cost any more for the public, right?
No,
Okay, so,
I mean, you get a 3-hour block of time.
right. no,
Whether you have one box
no,
or,
Yeah,
I'm sure they probably cap.
thanks for
it.
bringing that up, though.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. But it's just, we gotta be careful where we spend the money.
Yep.
All right, selectmen's comments. Andy?
We went to that-
Oh,
No.
Okay. I have been doing some work. First of all, on the Milton Town Gazette.
yep.
Would either you two and myself, I mean, I will, but, would you guys like to put anything into the Milton Town Gazette?
We should be again. We did in the past. And for somehow we drifted somewhere, I think when we had changeovers from administrators and stuff, we just kind of drifted away from it.
Mhm.
So we should,
That's an excellent idea, because right now, we're about to embark, we're doing a lot of different things now, we're adding more
Yep.
duties, and each one of us, instead of all three of us working on one problem, we're kind of running with
Mhm.
stuff to collect all the information and bring it back to the board, so that'd be a great place to let the residents know what we're working on.
Yeah,
yeah.
so, starting next month, who wants to go who wants to go first? Or do you want it to be a board thing every month into the Milton
It
Gazette?
probably should be a board thing every month,
Okay,
I would think.
no, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, from the board.
Mm-hmm,
And
okay, great.
there was also in the past, and again, like I said, it's changed because I think where we've gone through a while, went through some administrators in the past, used to have an administrators column and the selectmen's column. So, I mean,
All
Yeah,
right.
a resident sent me the article from Foster's that
yeah,
Rochester's budgeting like $30,000, but they're going all out with
yeah.
newsletters to like everyone's house and stuff. Obviously, we wouldn't do that, but they just brought it to our attention, and
Yep.
I felt like given the board's in the process of hiring, we'd wait off, but I said it was a good idea and it's something that we could do,
Right.
so. Whether the board wants to do in the Gazette or something separate, you know, either way, I think would be good.
Yep. No, I agree. So,
Yeah, all right,
Yep.
so starting next month, we'll put something in the Milton
Gazette, yeah.
Gazette.
Yep.
Very good. My next,
How we go about that? We do it at the end of the meeting?
It, you know, what we do is, when's the Gazette come out? Comes
it
out-
just came out,
Yeah.
so.
Came out yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, what time frame is just,
She tries to do it, have it done for the beginning of the next month.
so she's doing every month now? I know there's a period there she
There's a
went to
couple
every,
where she has to go 2 months, I think.
yeah, that's why I was wondering if she went every 2 months or every month.
Usually it's every month.
Yeah. And it's the first of the month?
She will definitely be doing one the beginning of June, I'm sure.
Okay, so if we have something,
On the
but
second meeting?
for the second meeting,
Mhm.
she'll have it in time to put it in the Gazette.
Okay,
So,
very good. That's
Thanks,
nice. My next thing is, I know we haven't been really kicking the can down the road, but we've been busy, but, I know we're gonna do some workshops here real soon.
Setting a date
We,
today.
we have to. But I think moving forward, we have to do, I mean, we don't have to, but I think the town could save a lot of money if we do an insurance buyback.
mhm.
And I've been looking at the insurance the past month or 3 weeks. I've been pulling up some information. And we could potentially save a lot of money if we do an insurance buyback. So, I mean, really, on an individual plan, we're paying $850 a month. I mean, it comes out to over $10,000 a year.
Right.
We can do this is my proposal. I'd like to do a $3,000 buyback per year, paid 4 times over the year on just the buyback, which could save the town, you know, $7,000. Well, you know,
Mhm.
on that plan.
Right, right.
And I think we should do this sooner than later because I know there is potentially buybacks on single plans. They would have to improve to have insurance, of course, but we really need to move forward on this because we're spending money on health insurance that we don't need to be.
I agree.
So that's my proposal is to do a $3,000 a year buyback. It would save the town $7,000. It would save the town $7,000 on one plan. If we had 3 plans, we could save the town $20,000,
Mhm.
just like that.
Right.
So,
How?
huh?
How?
On a buyback.
Just like that?
Just like that. So, all I need is, you know, what you guys' thoughts, and then
Well, that,
we need
if you
to
remember back, that was one of my comments back then, that really look at the insurances.
Yeah.
One of the things was the buyback, so,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm glad you
Actually,
brought-
that was probably some of the things we're gonna work on in the workshop, so
Yep.
we're moving it forward.
But-
That's the
but-
positive thing.
But what I like to do is move forward on the buyback,
Yep.
and there's other, the insurance is really, I mean, and now, you know, Doug is here, you know, I think, you know, hopefully, you know, the town is spending a lot of money on health insurance,
Yep.
which is fine, but, you know, there's money there to be saved too. And we need to really start looking at this because I know the school department is spending over $1 million a year on health insurance. And I know that's the school, not the town, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Right.
There is probably savings there too. And I don't know if that's something the school board's working on or not.
Already do the buyback.
I know you do a buyback, but, you know.
Do you know what the
this-
buyback is for the school, Doug?
Depends. One is 3,700 for the teachers and stuff, and the staff. And for administrators, I think it's 4,000.
4, yeah.
And how much is yours against how many people?
What, the one he's proposing?
buyback.
The one he's
Yeah, the
proposing,
buyback.
3,000.
50,000?
This is the number he's proposing.
We don't know how many people are gonna take it yet.
Yeah, but I know there's people will take it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my proposal. If, I don't know how you guys,
I'm in favor of that, because that is, like I said, something we talked about, and something we need to get moving on. I'm not sure what it would take to
Let Andy
implement
work
it.
on it.
What's
That'd be
that?
his project.
I've already worked on it, that's my
Okay.
proposal.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what would it take to implement it? I mean, is there any,
I don't, I mean, I don't think, I know when Liz Dion got off of our insurance, it happened the next month. The very next month.
What if somebody has a two-person plan or something, they get off?
Well,
Same
then,
buyback, or?
on the two-person, I wasn't really, because I don't know of anybody on the two-person plan, but on the two-person plan, I'd do a $4,000 buyback. It would save the town a lot of money. Really would.
Do we wanna do a family too?
well, that's what I'm saying, if we're gonna do this, and I think we should, I agree we should, we need to look at all three plans, single, two-person, and family, and come up with a matrix for each one, what it would be.
All right, so
I know there's data out there available too, because
my
towns
next,
have done the
Right.
research.
the next selectmen's meeting, I will have that
Proposal.
proposal
Okay, with the
in
matrix,
full,
yep.
because I really wanna move forward on
I
this.
think, well, no, I agree, we have to.
I'd like to
Okay.
know what the easiest way to do those payments are too.
Yeah.
I know some towns do weekly, but I mean, you know, it's whatever's
I-
easiest
I-
for the book.
I said four
Right.
Yeah, it's
four
quarterly.
times a year.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I wouldn't do it weekly,
Yeah.
but.
But I figure I'll ask them and.
Yeah. Larry, you got your hand,
Yeah.
you're frantically waving around over there.
What are you thinking? Larry Brown, three things on it. One would be the assessment of what is, the number of employees who fit the criteria. Then the analysis of what the impact of use would be, the expansion from one person to two-person, the impact of quarterly dates, the implications for being an employee at will, so that there was no right to claim a benefit absent the willingness of the town to offer it. And lastly, there's experience of structure that Primex or the other health insurer can provide
Mhm.
from similar towns.
Yeah, that's part of the research we gotta do.
Yeah, Primex isn't helping.
So,
Yeah.
let me add,
Yeah,
this is not another question to ask for your research.
No.
If we have, let's say, we have 20 people on that single plan, let's just say, and then 7 of them take the buyback, does that change the rate, insurance rate for the other 12, the other 13?
I'd
Just
say-
something to think about, you
Right,
know?
no, I'd say no.
I would agree with Andy, because typically they're set up ahead of time with a set rate,
Mhm.
Okay,
so.
yep. Good idea.
I just know that well, the school does it.
Right.
But I just know that my former employee did it and they saved a lot of money. So,
Well, that may be a
Yep.
source of information you
If the
contact
board
them.
wants to look at health insurance as a whole, we can do a workshop, and I know of an agent that I did some work with previously that can kind of explain the ins and outs of it and give the board some options to look at it. Doesn't mean the board's gonna change or anything, but, I mean, that's a huge cost. I mean, you're talking $35,000 a month for the town, and then school's over $1 million a year, so.
well, too, our insurance went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going from, it's about $50 more for single, and I don't recall off the top of my head the other two, but
Well, so.
July 1.
That'd be grandfathered too.
Yeah.
It went up in the tune of how much, 27,000?
Yeah, I get it in the
Yeah.
spreadsheet, but.
So we need to really look at, this.
Agreed.
All right, so I'll come back next,
Okay.
our next meeting on the final numbers, and there is some other work. So when do you want to do a workshop? Because,
Go ahead.
well,
On-
on
yeah.
health insurance,
Yep.
and, we have other
Some account.
issues that we gotta, the town,
Policies, yeah.
town handbook.
Right. What, when you want to schedule the first one?
Whenever you say.
How long do you think we'd
Tom's in
be at
charge.
one of those meetings, number one?
What's that?
How long do you think we'd be at one of those meetings?
Workshop, it really depends what we tackle.
Well, it's a workshop, so we can set a time on it.
Right, I'm just saying, well, I'm just saying, if you know, you don't want to get in the middle of it and stop,
Yeah,
so,
so,
um,
I mean, we can do it, we can have the workshop in Jeremy's office. We don't have to necessarily
Well-
schedule around this room. Or
Should
we
be
can-
workshops have to be available to the public.
yeah, we should
The
take
problem
this
you'd
up.
have is if the public showed up and you
Yeah.
all wanted to cram in the office.
They gotta be available to the public.
Unlikely, but.
Doesn't
you
mean
never
they have to
No,
participate.
that's fine, all right, so,
So let's find out what the schedule of this room is this month, and,
Not Thursday.
okay, so those are out. Those Wednesday work late.
I don't work at all on Wednesday.
Okay, gotcha. I'll get that straight one of these days.
independently wealthy.
What's up?
know. He is? All right.
Okay, Thursday's out. The next available date I get, other than the Thursday, unless you guys wanna do a Friday. And I'm not sure how you feel about doing Fridays.
Mm.
No one will come.
Hmm?
No one will come, that's right, yeah,
Yeah.
then we can have Jeremy's office.
It looks like Wednesdays are pretty open in terms of this room.
Yeah, Wednesday, the 11th, I can't. In fact, we have a meeting with Attorney Cecil on the 11th anyways. And I may or may not be here if I can change my doctor's appointment or not. The 18th, I'm available on Wednesday.
Okay, that sounds good.
Townhouse committee's meeting at 4:30, is that downstairs?
In June?
No, this month.
This month, okay. Do you guys have a list of the workshops you're gonna have?
We don't have a list yet,
Not yet.
Okay.
yeah.
So
So 18th,
depending on where the townhouse committee's meeting, we can either meet up here or downstairs, whichever.
well, they're usually not more than an
Yeah,
hour,
It says 4:30 to 5:30.
so I'll schedule 5:30 on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
5:30 on the 18th. And you want to schedule another one on the 25th?
Same month?
Yeah.
Trying to keep you out of trouble, Mike.
What's that, a Thursday?
That's a Thursday. No, I mean, no.
It's a Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday. Yeah, I'm looking at,
Okay, shoot.
you want to
Yeah,
do two of them
sure.
like that?
5:30 as well?
Yep.
Do we want to pick the subjects right now,
Well, insurance is gonna be one of them.
or you don't even necessarily have to do certain subjects, you can just come in and, I mean, obviously you probably want to,
When we
but.
think about, we can email Jeremy.
Yeah,
We can give them all to him, doesn't mean we have to work on all of
right,
them.
right.
Yeah, you let me know.
Personnel policy is the other one.
You want to do one just the policies and, or, you know,
What's the
procedures,
handbook?
whatever?
What's the
The
handbook?
handbook, yeah. the
Yeah, that's
employee.
gonna be a,
That's gonna be like a 5,
Hour.
no, a 5.
5 day.
Be the rest
Right,
of the
so
summer.
Do you want to do the 25th for personnel and then the 18th we'll do insurance?
What's that?
You want to do insurance on the 18th and then personnel policy on the 25th?
Sure.
yeah.
And the last thing I got is, Betsy, do you have anything on the library? Because unfortunately, it's hard for me to get to your meetings because they're at 5 o'clock. And I would have to do 100 miles an hour from Portsmouth to get there. But do you have anything?
I will pass along that bid. There's nothing right at the moment. Well, I do have a
Calendar update.
magician who will be coming to the beach opening for our summer reading program. We're waiting on L-Chip for the approval of the work that needs to be done for the second phase. And the trustees are also in the process of discussing the future capital improvement plans. Larry, did you have anything else?
the, more detail than you want. There are, the library parking lot and the library itself has very little grass and a great deal of sand. The sand gets tracked into the library very easily, not good for the steps. It is also not as attractive as it could be. The cheapest costs for paving are about $1.50 per square foot for asphalt. Moving up toward $3.50, the more asphalt you use. Porous asphalt is available at a higher price, but the cost of maintaining the porosity are expensive and require regular maintenance and very frequently industrial strength vacuum cleaners to vacuum crud out of the blacktop. There are proprietary open mesh concrete block, and there is a clever 8th grader who has figured out the same thing with standard 8-inch 2-core block. It is unlikely that Pat would be interested in doing that. The most important thing is an angled asphalt apron for drainage off the exact perimeter of the library. One trustee at least thinks that the $10,000 we have for capital improvement can be reduced. Because wonderful things have been done, again, with Pat's generalship, with the work that Lori did for the LCHIP grants, and the attention to detail that the town crew put in. They did restoration so good that the original creek on the 4th step going up is still there.
So you're talking about a watershed?
Thank you. I couldn't resist.
Okay. Thank you, Larry.
That's all I need to know about the library.
It's one of the things we'll remember.
All right, well, thank you. That's it, that's all I got, Tom.
Mike?
Yeah, sure. So I want to direct this question to Michelle. Remember last meeting, Michelle, you talked about, you had a section on your computer. It's because money was put into the wrong account. Well, did you talk to the bank and they would?
I did actually talk to the bank.
Yay, they fixed it?
They cannot.
They
They
cannot.
cannot change the phone. I also spoke to the treasurer about seeing why we had 2 separate accounts.
Yeah,
It came across that it was very difficult to balance out those accounts. But I did contact all the town clerk, combined town clerk tax collectors through our Google group.
like a query, yeah.
And 30 of them, Jeremy has those emails, 30 of them contacted me back saying, yes, they all do deposit their taxes and motor vehicles in one account.
And we do too?
We have 2 separate accounts.
So there's a question there, right?
Could be, if that's a way that you're looking at.
Why do we have 2 accounts?
Well, it's to ask that's the question to ask the treasurer, why we have 2 accounts.
Right.
Thank you.
And did
Right.
you?
I'll ask Pam, okay? Let me just jot that down, because I know I'll forget it. This one is about, last time, that recorder right there. Where'd that come from? From over here or yours?
No, it's Milton's.
Yeah.
Milton's, is that,
It's not
Dana
Dana's.
Smith's?
No, I gave Dana's back.
Okay, I got chewed out for that. All right,
We all did.
so that one belongs to just the general? Is that
Yes.
to be used for, like, for budget committee and BOS?
It can be, yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was.
Okay.
Kim was using it.
Oh, okay,
prior.
good, all right,
Yeah.
Now
so,
it's Jen's.
and whose PC is that?
Mine.
Yours. Remember, I'm not suggesting anything, but you remember when Kim was taking the minutes?
Yep.
And she was using her own equipment?
Yep.
And she had some trouble with her equipment, and we bought a PC for the VOS, recording the minutes. Where is that PC?
How many years ago was that?
2?
That's more than that.
Oh,
It must be.
Separate from
least.
can't be any
Dana's.
more than 3.
Hmm.
Almost separate from Dana's?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
I
that
don't know
might,
where it
maybe the
went.
one Dana's got.
Yeah,
It might be the one Dana's got.
so it's like people paying for stuff out of their own pocket than being reimbursed for the people.
Yeah.
Sort of that same thing, where she's using her own equipment. You know, what happens when that breaks? Are we responsible for getting it repaired? So I guess where I'm going with this, is are we looking at buying another PC? She's doing 2 boards now, too, don't forget. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
It was a
wants to
requirement
sign
in the
up
job
rental.
description, original job
Right.
description, to have your own equipment.
Yeah.
It does come back and bite us, because sometimes you have trouble with your computer. What if she has trouble, it crashes or
Well,
whatever?
I did, that's, my
Right.
hard drive just crashed. which
Right,
is-
so we have someone who takes care of our stuff in
Yeah,
the
right.
house.
No, I hear what Mike's saying, and, you know,
Let's just think about it, okay? What would we wanna do with that?
Hey, that extra insurance money,
Here you
your
go.
computer.
The WEX program could pay for
You
one.
Yeah,
need a
right,
cord.
right?
Oh, upload it?
Yeah, there's a cord.
What's this?
Let's get some prices on it.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not that expensive. It doesn't have to be a $1 million computer, just,
While we're talking about technology, sometimes the TA has to print out some delicate documents, and he prints it and it comes up to this area right here. What would you say about just a small printer, not a laser or anything, I mean, not a scanner or anything like that, but just something you can print
comes out
copies
to,
out in his office for sensitive documents?
And
That's a
then,
good idea, they're not that expensive.
No, they're very
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah.
then you gotta think
Ink,
about ink,
yeah.
paper. Well, I mean, we got the paper.
Paper's
Well, he'd
not-
be using the same amount of paper if he printed it out here or he printed it inside his office.
Lasers aren't that bad. The toners usually last quite a while.
Let's just get a price and see what we think about it. What do you say? Well, did you look for some today? What were the average prices for?
You can get one for under 100, but you're probably looking at
Oh.
100,
Oh,
150.
you mean a printer?
Yeah.
For what, a laptop?
No, I
That'd
thought
be
you
a
were
cheap
saying for a
laptop.
husband, right, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the $100, $200 range.
Yeah.
But I'll work on that.
I'm not on a
Yeah,
spending
think- yeah.
spree, I'm just
All
trying to
right,
make
yeah, just-
things
I already
right.
told you
Everything-
my thoughts, Mike.
Yeah, well, again, this is like with the recording clerk Jennifer's doing now. Jeremy wants to bring one of his laser printers in here,
Yeah,
but I think
Well,
he's gonna donate it.
yeah.
If the one that I just bought works. I bought a used one. That's color, so if that
Right.
one works,
Yeah.
I have no use for my black one.
Right.
We'll see.
I mean, has it
Put that on the
become,
back burner.
has it become an issue? Because I know that we've always used the copy of those right outside the administrators.
I
And
know
it's-
there's a way you can program the copier to not release documents until you get there and type in a code.
Right.
So there is an
That-
option for
that's-
that. I've never used it personally, but I know
Because I
they
know
come with that
it's always
capability.
been that way. There's never been an issue to my knowledge.
Mm.
I guess there used to be a printer in there a while back. I don't, in the
What?
TA, that's
No,
what
it
people
never
tell
was.
me. No? Okay. So,
Not as long as I've been here anyways,
I'm okay either way, I mean,
you know.
but, yeah, I'll price it out and see.
They're still doing blue copies when you started here, Tom, weren't they?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, ouch.
The carbon paper.
Sorry.
Don't
Sorry.
have computers then.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If we can just have them just
Abacus.
get some prices and present it to us, and then
Yeah.
we can make a decision. If you don't wanna do it, that's fine too.
Fine. That's it.
I just gave my reasons for wanting
Yep.
to look at something like that.
Yep.
Has Bruce Woodruff come across with a contract yet?
Yes, I
Has he-
emailed it, didn't I?
No. Oh, you emailed something, but there was nothing attached.
You want me to say that?
That was during one of my computer
No,
issues,
sir,
okay?
the signature was there.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I said something to
was
Dana
that-
too, and the same thing happened, and I
Yeah.
figured it out. DJ was in today working on it, so I will send that to the board. Yes, he sent me a draft.
Okay,
He's out of town traveling.
Right.
so
Yep.
I didn't think it would be
Yeah.
appropriate to put them on the agenda tonight.
Sure.
So I'll resend that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I meant
And
to
we'll put
mention
it on
to you,
for the next
there
one.
was nothing attached.
So I was talking with Karen Brown. This is about the bank accounts. She used to have her own separate bank account.
Check,
Mhm.
yep,
Yeah,
credit, yep.
because her payments and receivables and payments are different than that of the towns, okay? I'm sure you've talked with Karen about that,
Many
right?
times.
So again, while I'm talking to Pam, do you mind if I talk to Pam about changing that back over for Karen?
We don't have to ask Pam to change it back over.
To do it for us?
Because I've asked this to be done numerous times. So yeah, I'd like to get
It needs, yeah,
her
Well, let's
credit.
just get it done then.
Yeah.
I'll talk with her, just get it done. It's the order of the board to have it done.
Yep.
Okay, good,
Thank you.
Her credit card's in process right now, so
okay,
we took care of that.
okay.
okay,
But we're talking about
Right.
the account.
Remember the credit card we talked
Yep.
about?
Yep, that's done, okay, good.
We tried to activate the old account, but they said after a certain period of time it goes inactive, so
right.
she applied, so we're waiting to hear back, but
Okay.
it's in process.
Good.
So, I'll make a meeting with Pam,
Okay,
make a date for the meeting. Also, I didn't drive by because I drove straight here, I didn't go there this morning, but I'm pretty sure if they were on schedule, they broke ground on the fire station today. It was supposed to be May 2nd.
Yeah.
Have you drive by
I
yet?
drove by
Yeah.
today. They have some equipment in there,
Okay.
so.
I forgot to bring it, I have a schedule for you guys,
okay.
for the, what contractor comes in at one time, but I'll bring it next meeting. Andy already covered the health insurance. We set a date for the workshop.
Or if you drop off the schedule, I can email it out. whatever-
Okay,
Whatever's
sure.
easier for you.
Yep.
Hopefully it works this time.
So, the roadside cleanup. What I did notice when I did my road, was last year I filled 11 bags full of garbage. And this year I filled 5. So maybe it's working, but when I went down and talked with Pat, he had said that was the consensus.
Yep.
Everybody who came back was.
That's something he said to me. I
Yeah.
talked to him, yep.
Yeah, so it's working.
Yep.
Yeah, I filled 10 bags
We have
from,
Tenerife, you took Tenerife, it's a
from the
big
bottom
road.
of Tenerife to the bridge.
Should've done Elm. Elm was fun.
My wife filled 10 bags.
Wow.
Yeah, Larry was trying to run me over on Elm Street.
So it looks like the month of May, Tom, you're up for a public forum.
Yep,
So we'll leave it to you to set the time and the date. We can't be involved with that,
that's right.
Was
okay?
yours okay, Andy?
Mine went very well, thank you.
Andy was saying you had
Thanks
like
for everybody.
13 people there, it went very
Thanks
well.
for everybody
That's great.
coming.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good meeting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was fun.
You got more people coming to those than they do at the school board, and more people coming as audience.
What are the selectmen's meetings?
Yeah, right?
That's true tonight especially, yeah.
I don't know if
Talked
it has
about-
anything to do with coffee and.
And sweets.
No camera?
Right.
It went well, thanks.
Awesome.
So we already talked about everything else that I have down here. I think the boys doing a good job. It's nice. Yeah, Tom, you're up?
All right, I got a few. Planning board report, basically want to kind of let you guys know, we're working on the CIP rating and ranking of the projects that are being put before us on the planning board, and we are looking at the tie-in. What part of the rating and ranking process is a tie-in to the master plan. Is there somewhere in the master plan that refers to this type of a project, whether it's a strong tie-in or it could be a loose tie-in? Like, I'm just gonna, fire equipment. There could be something in the master plan that says emergency vehicles, to replace emergency vehicles. That's a strong tie-in, that basically spells it right out. Or it could be a loose tie-in where it kind of alludes to whatever the project is, but it doesn't really say, so it's still a tie-in, so that's part of the rating and ranking. And what Bruce is doing, gave him all the information, he's going back, collating it, and find out where it falls in as far as level of importance. And so, we're working on that, and it's quite a process, interesting process, the way he's laid it out. Bruce has done a great job, and he really knows,
We're lucky to have him.
yeah, he knows what he's doing with that, so. The next thing, Mike, you took, that was, I was talking to Michelle about the same thing you did, and so so I appreciate that.
What's that?
The deposits.
Okay.
Yeah. And Brownfield Advisory Committee, I have a meeting tomorrow morning with them, and I think I told you last meeting, Milton Other Board has no interest in it.
Right.
So they asked me if I had any other properties, two that come to mind. We got the house on the ridge,
That blue house.
the blue house, 1121 White Mountain Highway. I think that may be our next priority. If we can get that cleaned up, they can get up a sale, auction, whatever.
Yeah, it would help us out.
Yep. So I mean, right now we can't. The other one I had behind that was a possibility of Lockhart Field.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's a,
yeah,
yeah.
we'll just leave it. So those are two that, tomorrow I plan on talking to them about, with you guys' approval, and see where it goes from there.
Yeah,
And-
empty that pool.
What's that?
Empty that pool at that house, at the
Who's-
blue house.
Oh, the one up there on the ridge?
Yeah,
Still
I
a
guess
pool?
they've got mosquitoes going like crazy.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
right,
got
you can
Brian.
ask,
Is
you can
that-
ask Brian to have some.
Is that the one on the ridge, or is that
No, no,
the
no,
Elm
she's
Street?
Oh, is
talking-
that the wrong one?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, she's
I'm
talking
sorry.
on the bottom of Silver. I got
Yeah.
Brian on.
Yeah,
that.
no, that's the wrong one. Different.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's up on the ridge. It's town-owned and it's got issues. So just leave it like that. Up next, around town, and I know this has been brought up in the past, I'm just not sure where it falls. There are a number of falling down buildings, unsafe buildings, eyesores. Is there anything that we can do? Has anybody looked into anything we can do?
Brian right now last week he sent out 4 cease and desist orders
For,
for decapitated buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, one would be a barn and one would be the place way back in the house.
okay,
There's at least a couple in the folder, right?
Yeah.
I brought you the RSA, not the last meeting, but the reading before, covers
Yeah.
all of it. It's got, walks you right through it, step by step.
does it? Good.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I'm-
can-
one
you
I'm-
can demand that the property owner tear it down, or
Or you can have town can take it down
or
and
the
then.
town can take it down,
charge
and
them.
he has
Yeah.
to pay, he has to reimburse the town for the cost of tearing it down.
Okay, 'cause, I mean, one comes to mind right now is middle of town, as you all know which one it is.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah,
that
and that's-
barn up on the corner of Bowling Road.
Yep, is that one, and there's and then there's another one in Milton Mills on,
Church Street,
no.
Eastern.
You don't know that RSA? I'm talking
It'll come to
about?
me,
There's not a
no,
lot of streets on there.
no, it's one that goes
You
into
know what
Maine,
number
it's
that
one of the
RSA
streets
is?
goes into,
I gave
actually,
Mike
Maine,
last
I
week.
don't know.
Pat's Road?
Jug Hill.
The one
Off
that
Pat's Road,
crosses?
off Pat's Road.
Off Pat's Road.
I can get you another copy, John.
I
can
can
find
think of
it.
it. There's a house it's just falling down, it's in bad shape. It's down the bank, it's right on the river.
Mike, you still got that RSA?
Hmm?
You don't have it with me.
Not the old property on Hopper.
No,
No.
not Hopper.
Oh, you're talking about the one that's right by the fire station?
Nope, that's no.
Okay.
I can see the road. I can drive right to it. There's a horse farm right on the corner. I just can't think of the name of the road.
It's too hot in here.
Thank you, Berry Road. Yes,
That's-
yeah, Berry Road. There's a house that's right on the river that's same type of thing. So, okay, next, boat ramp. We're into the boating season, and this was brought up to me by members of the TPPA and the NIAID group and all that, and we ought to consider having some sort of a washing station.
Yeah, we're on it.
Are we? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. No, so that's something the rec's doing?
Mhm.
Great. 'Cause
Can I
that-
add to that?
yeah,
The TPPA has hired a diver to start pulling out some of the NIRAD.
nice.
Yes, I got the permit, my office over there.
Oh, okay.
Because they're starting on the northeast pond.
Okay, this side over on that side of it?
Yes, that's where it's the worst.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
And they're gonna see how it goes, and if it's not progressed enough, they're gonna do that suction thing. They have
Awesome.
to get it before it seeds, though.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have any river monsters.
What's that?
We don't have any river monsters hiding in this.
They'll find out, won't they?
Depends if the diver comes back or
Look at
not.
that guy off the TV there, come fish.
Well, that's one of the biggest reasons, Tom, why we want to get the stickers out of the.
Yep.
You
So
know,
they have more time to do that?
Yeah. And
Good.
So we're working on that, right, Michelle?
Awesome, that's good, because that's brought us a good idea, because we don't want to pass that stuff around. Up next, I have, this is the Townhouse Committee. As you know, we're getting close to the end of the stages of rebuilding the townhouse, and it's in the process of starting being used very little. We have an event coming up on the 14th, I think it is. And one of the criteria that John Cabot, when we talked to Nick, was there needs to be someone that's in charge of evacuation in case something happens, fire, whatever. So Nick has said, John, he's qualified, he can do that. John is asking the blessing of the board to be the evacuation person in case of an event. So
John?
Cabot, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so he's asking the blessing of the board, so I told him I'd bring it to the board, so.
Definitely.
Okay. And also, you remember the last meeting, we had quite a conversation about the townhouse stewardship agreement as far as swearing them in and appointed and all that, and I went down there, and there's quite some concern about being sworn in, and as I read the agreement and talked to them, I understand their reasoning, because the majority of them there are not actually committee members, they're volunteers. And the townhouse stewardship agreement states that the BOS shall appoint 4 persons who will serve as committee members. Those 4 persons would have to be sworn in. The rest of them are just volunteers. The question comes, the volunteers, they actually vote on things from the audience. Whether that's allowed or not, I don't know. That's a question I'm gonna pose to Jim Sessler and find out, whether they can actually have a vote, or if they can just voice their opinion, and then the board comes back and votes
Right.
that. That's where I think it's gonna go, but
I would say that's.
yeah, I wanna run that by Jim Sessler. So, that, shred day was one of the things we talked about. We need to send a clarification that it's town documents only. And I mean, I think the effort and the outreach was good, but we gotta be careful when we spend. And at the last meeting, I got a call afterwards. Well, and there was a comment made, and I don't wanna say it's from up here, in this front here, and had to do in reference to a town in Massachusetts, and there was a comment made that could offend some people, so we need to be careful on what we say. That it's being recorded, people are watching it.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we just have to be, as a board, as leaders, if we want to say that, we need to be extremely careful on what we say and not to offend people, because you never know what could offend someone. So, the last thing I have, I got my non-public minutes in this envelope today, and it was open. I don't know if it was put in there opened, or if it was just open in my thing up there.
My first meeting, I put it in the packets, that's
Yep.
what I'm used to do, and then I was told, has to go in the envelope, and then I put it in the envelope and sealed it, and then somebody said, why you wasted a new envelope, so you tell me how you want it, and I'll give it to you. that way.
Non-public stuff, non-public has to be in a sealed envelope. If you're gonna put it in the things up there,
Yep.
it has to be in a sealed envelope, because,
Didn't we used to have them in like the little mailing envelopes rather than the
yes.
ones like
Oh
this?
yeah, we don't need to use big envelopes, hey, you can just fold it and, a little,
Okay, yep,
yeah.
whatever the board wants.
I wasn't sure if this was sealed and put in and someone opened it,
No,
or,
I was reusing them, so.
oh, okay. Yeah, you can use it now.
Something else, right?
But something else, but not non-public. So we just need to be careful, because I'm not saying anybody will, but
Right.
somebody could walk in there and start reading that stuff, and some of it's pretty sensitive.
Did we put any kind of classification or anything like that on things that are sensitive?
Just, we have a classification.
Something on the document that states that it's to be read by only, or that it's, I don't know how to say it.
Typically, with non-public stuff, it's just given to the board, and we've never put classifications on it.
Well, what about on your envelope? You want something on that, right?
Well, if it's sealed envelope, nobody should be opening it.
Okay.
I can get a confidential stamp if you want.
Yeah,
There you go,
yeah.
that's what I was after.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I was
That would work.
Boy, it took 3 of us to figure that out.
Yeah.
I looked for one on my desk, I was like, oh, there's one.
So, that's all I have. Public comments.
Oh, he's got a notebook.
Larry?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a couple came to mind. One, for the benefit of the fire station, the benefit of Nick, just the comment that the contract document discussion was, as I remember, non-public, very much to the benefit of the town, so that the possible contractors did not start bidding to the exact possible highest dollar that was ever mentioned by the town. So that was a smart.
No, you're absolutely right, 'cause I remember that.
Yeah.
Huh?
The second thing is,
That didn't have to be.
the Stratford Regional came to mind. I am still the Transportation Advisory Committee designee, and you have gone into a new board. So I don't know whether that appointment is in perpetuity or.
Have we fired you yet?
No.
There you go.
You're a holdover.
You're good to go then.
So your successor is appointed.
And the other thing is, just a question for my own information, what process procedures are used so that contaminated wash water does not head back into the lake?
That is dealt with between that office there and the state.
So the boat ramp and the washing in place will have such physical structures and practices in place so that no contaminated boat washing water re-enters.
Well, you asked a general question, so now it's particular, so you'd have to.
Yeah, we're gonna do the best we can, Larry, with
Yeah.
what we have.
The boat washing, I don't believe is gonna be soap and water. It's just gonna be rinsing off so you get the evasive plant life off from it. And with a hose, and I'm sure that
Is this before or after?
Which is
after, when it comes
which
out.
is then
Well,
had
both.
politically incorrect.
Both, you can do both?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
both.
What'd you say?
And
Good idea.
so that the front board does not have all the problems, may I be politically incorrect by saying that that water may then be transported down to Massachusetts?
No.
Oh, then I will not say that.
Yeah. But I'm sure, I mean, Andy, you could probably speak better than this, it's gonna be set back far enough so it's not gonna leach back into the lake right off.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
I
be,
think if you set it back far, I know something about this stuff, if you set it back far enough, the problem is the vegetation and the possibility of, with some plants, of seeds. So if you have it back far enough and the water sinks down and goes through the groundwater, you're not going to be contaminating the lake with it.
Right.
And the rest of it will be destroyed by sunlight.
Maybe
Yeah.
the state has some language in there.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I mean, the gatehouse
Do
is,
they do that in Summersworth?
What's
Don't
that?
they do that in Summersworth?
They do it in a lot of places.
Do they?
I mean, the gatehouse is not sitting far from 125, so we
Oh,
can't.
that's where you can do it, down by the gatehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
Yeah, I remember last year, whoever the attendant at the gate was checking the trailers and the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna do it right there.
Oh, good, good. Larry?
Thank you. Last one, building on the good work that John Catwick has done, eventually, put one more thing on your plate, the development of an historic commission for the town of Milton.
Yeah.
For what might be, for example, left of the Bowling Road corner property.
I hear you. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces up there, properties.
Old schoolhouse.
The old schoolhouse being one, yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
John showed me that.
So. Anyone else? Public comments? Doug?
I picked up my key and you got my code for the alarm.
Awesome,
Outstanding.
good.
I just gotta get an operator to,
Yep.
I think someone might be in training now.
Okay. You getting any training for the school?
Me.
You? There you go.
No, I'm gonna train too.
Oh, you're gonna train too?
Yeah.
More the merrier.
Can you handle that, Tom?
I don't know, we'll see.
You get to tell me what to do.
Yes, Bob.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Last week I had the pleasure of accompanying the Milton homeschoolers
Mm-hmm.
to the State House,
Yep.
to the State House. It was really neat, you know. There's some smart kids in there, boy, there's one kid, I don't know, he's about 10, he had 100 questions, and every one of them, boy, he nailed somebody.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's nice.
And the other thing is, we got the Memorial Day Parade coming up.
Yep.
We'd love to have you guys in it.
Yep,
Absolutely.
We're gonna do it in town this time.
okay.
Meet at the Legion and then
Can we all have segways?
Segways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from New Hampshire, right? We could do that.
Is it gonna be on, is it gonna,
What is it?
Segway?
That little
Thing you ride?
Thing that you ride?
Two wheels.
Yeah, it would be.
No, we'll buy you the Chinese
can
ones
see
that
that.
are popular nowadays.
Yeah, no.
Only if you can do tricks with it.
Oh,
Oh, there'll be some tricks. Anything else, Bob? I didn't mean to cut you off, I couldn't resist.
That's it.
So, anyone else? Public comments?
New Hampshire product.
Not hearing any. Gonna close public comments. Any other business? Donna, you're here. You want, okay. You can find your paper here. I saw it here earlier.
do we need,
What's that?
do we need now or what?
no, it's still public.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
this, okay, that's why I wasn't
I
sure.
asked to have that not be public.
You did? Okay, then we're gonna have it non-public. She requested.
I only took that one because I was doing it.
Now you can leave whenever you want. We can't tell you when to leave.
So,
Thanks,
what?
Doug.
So you give Doug money?
Good job, you guys.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
No problem. Appreciate that.
Happy to help out. What's the procedures to get that bone road? Can we do anything?
No.
with that?
Yeah, we have to
Paved?
go on an amendment, if you want the ballot.
Well, it's, which
It's
end?
not something-
Which end?
This one.
The
From one
town,
side in.
I swear.
well, you get with Pat, find out what he has on the schedule.
Yeah.
Because Pat set the schedule on that, and I know there's been a lot of complaints about.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
you always get that problem with that house on the corner there,
Right.
where their well is right
Yeah,
on the road.
yeah,
That's the problem we have.
Yeah.
Exactly, we knew that would happen.
That's the big
And
problem,
we offered,
'cause I looked into
we're-
it.
we're going
to
non-public.
move the well for her.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
No, no, I haven't made it, so I-
Well, you need to adjourn.
Drove
Yeah.
well.
Is it,
Yeah.
fair the road?
It's right on the edge of her property
Yeah.
at the road. I mean, the road
So
is.
we're going to,